I visited Japan for a week in December. Season-wise, December would have not been my first choice, but honestly, I couldn't have wished for better weather or a more beautiful setting. All of the trees have turned orange and red, and with the mist in the air, the whole scenery could just simply be described as magical. Even though 1 week is not very long, me and my partner decided that we want to see more of Japan than just Tokyo. So we bought the Hokuriku Arch Pass, which is around 160 euros, and we went to the Snow Monkey Park. Maybe you have seen pictures of these monkeys before playing in the hot springs. For me, going there was on my bucket list for years. And I was not disappointed. They are so cute and so fluffy how they play around in their hot springs up in the mountains. After visiting the snow monkeys, we went to Kyoto. Kyoto is one of the oldest cities in Japan and the former base of the emperor. So it has a lot of ancient buildings and temples and roads and street arts. It's just really interesting to roam around and explore all the beautiful hidden treasures that you find just by walking through all of the streets. Honestly, the Fushimi Inari Taisha Shrine in Kyoto was my absolute highlight of the whole travel to Japan. I saw it multiple times on social media, but I didn't expect it to be that incredibly stunning and huge. Like, if you want to visit the shrine, please expect it to be more of a hike than just visiting a temple. You go up the hill through all of the beautiful arches for, I would say, around 1, or if you're a bit slower, 1.5 hours, until you come up to the top of this little mountain and you can look down on Kyoto. In Japan, there also exists the geisha culture. Geishas are traditional Japanese female entertainers known for their expertise in various Japanese arts such as classical music, dance, and games. They often wear kimonos, have special hairstyles, and wear white makeup to embody grace and beauty. Being in Japan in December, I honestly expected much colder temperatures, but honestly, it was not that bad. Just in the last days, it got a bit rainy, and for that I chose to try out one of the hot springs, also called onsens, that Japan has to offer. There are multiple onsens around Nakano, the area where the snow monkey forest is, but there are also some in Kyoto. The bath is usually separated between male and female, and you go in naked, so obviously I was not able to film. But basically, there are a lot of different pools inside and out, most of them are very hot. And it was just a very incredible and beautiful way to rest after days of walking and exploring. Back in Tokyo, there are so many things to do, and it quickly got obvious that a couple of days are clearly not enough to see all of them. As it was already mid of December, I was getting a bit homesick, or at least I missed the Christmas markets in Germany. So I was really happy when we found a small Christmas market underneath the sky tree, and I had my first mulled wine of the year. In the morning, we also went up the sky tree, and even though it's usually very crowded up there, it is stunning to see one of the world's largest cities from above. Also, I could see Mount Fuji, which was so surreal as I know the mountain shape from so many different movies and pictures. One of the most popular areas in Tokyo is Shibuya. It is especially famous for the Shibuya crossing, one of the biggest and most chaotic crossings in the world. I honestly just got soaked into this area and completely forgot to film. Another highlight of my Japan trip was going to the Teams Lab exhibition. I honestly never experienced anything like that, and it really blew my mind. Giant interactive art installations, real flowers that move, fish that swim in the water and become flowers when you touch them. It was literally as if a dream world of mine came true. It's around 23 euros, but for me it was very much worth it. Also, can you even say that you actually experienced Japan if you haven't tasted any of the traditional Japanese food? In a week of us being in Japan, we mainly survived from sushi, ramen, and more sushi. And even though I teared up far too many times than I would like to agree because I used too much wasabi, I really loved it. Besides sushi and ramen, I tried a bunch of other Japanese food, such as mochis, some pancakes where I really don't remember the name anymore, and every midday we got onigiris, which are like sushis to go for lunch. I have to say, even though I was only here for 1 week, I really fell in love with Japan, and I hope this little video inspired you to also visit this beautiful country.